Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys Podcast, with your host, Brandon Morrell.
Hey guys and gals, this is Colby Calais, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass with Brandon Morrell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on iHeartRadio podcasts. It's a grand slam of music, entertainment, and sports.
Engelbert Humperdinck joining us here, the Backstage Pass. Appreciate you guys joining us just a few weeks out from CMA Fest here, too. Of course, celebrating a huge milestone in his career, too, as well. Done a lot of great things out there, too, for his career, too. Legendary King of Romance here. I've Got You. Ahead of that 90th birthday, Engelbert, tell us about this one here. The great song there, too. We mentioned there, too. You got a chance to work with some amazing people on this. Joel Diamond, legendary producer, multi-platinum producer in the industry, too, as well. And tell us about Larry Butler, legendary producer, songwriter. He produced a lot of songs for Kenny Rogers.
What can I say? It's a great song. It appeals to me and appeals to everyone. When I sing it on stage, it has a definite appeal because the audience, the first time I ever sang it on stage, they seem to really, really enjoy it. And I say, this is my new release, they just fell for it right away. And it's not like the old days, where you sell the records, you go to a record shop, you look through the store thing, you find the record, you go, this is what's popular, you take that out. Now you have to, it's a whole different ball game. You have to wait for, social media to help you on your way. And there's no such thing as call up and saying, how many did we sell today? That doesn't exist anymore. So it's nice to have a song that is registering and to the general public because it has a depth and a meaning. This song is my kind of song. And I always record songs that mean something to people, and when people hear it, they think, that's I'm going through that sort of thing, and that's what I want people to think about my song. They have to have a storyline to it, and because I find that when I've heard a song that I can relate to, it's a release valve. It's a release valve for me. It just unleashes something that has been sitting inside me for a long time, and it needs to get that out. And these kind of songs do that to people.
Has gone round and round. I have been knocked down a time or two. Each time that it gets real bad, I'm so very glad that I've got you. Sometimes I forget to say thank you every day for all you do. I know with you hand in hand, I'm a better man 'cause I've got you. I'm far beyond any place I thought I'd ever be. There's no doubt you bring out the very best in me. Honey, where would I go? That's not up to me. Wherever you are, that's where I'm gonna be. And through eternity, Don't know what we're gonna see or do. I don't care. I've got peace of mind. It'll be just fine, 'cause I've got you. I don't care. I've got peace of mind. It'll be just fine, 'cause I've got you. It'll be just fine, 'cause I've got you.
Hey y'all, this is two-time Guinness World Record-setting rapper D.O. Gibson, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. You can also stream the show anytime at the sportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org. Oh yeah.
Are you looking to increase your online presence? Are you searching for a new logo or company branding? Have you been considering more ways to reach the world with your business, ministry, or church's message? Barkley Music and Media is an award-winning design company that utilizes the latest technology while keeping the integrity of over 30 years of customer service. Web design, graphic design, multimedia, video editing, voiceover, commercials, logo design and branding, photography, and much, much more. See portfolios and testimonials online at www.barkleymusicandmedia.com or contact them today at 502-382-8299. Barkley Music and Media, your connection for the best in multimedia. Call today, 502-382-8299, or go to www.barkleymusicandmedia.com. Barkley Music and Media, integrity, technology, and design. www.barkleymusicandmedia.com.
Hey y'all, this is Nashville recording artist Mary Sarah, and you're listening to the best in music and sports talk, the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show anytime at thesportsguyspodcast.com and on iHeartRadio podcasts and at thwn.org.
We were talking earlier, your manager actually picked out your stage name.
Yeah.
Go into that a little bit.
Well, when he picked out the name, it was a difficult situation because a lot of people couldn't pronounce it, because it's such a long name, and of course, but it was great for me because I had material then that I could use on stage. Like for instance, I had a joke written about my name. My name is so long that when it goes up on the marquee, the humper's all right, but the ding keeps falling off. There's a little humor attached to it as well. So therefore, it's nice to have something that you could play with. And I took a ridiculous name as long as that and turned it into a romantic image, and I'm very proud of that fact.
It's a name that you can definitely remember. I mean, nobody else is going to have that name.
No.
I mean,
it was a clever move.
It was on his part because, Tom Jones, there's a bunch of Tom Joneses out there in the phone book.
Yeah, no.
I don't know of any other Engelbert Humperdinck in the phone book.
No, there isn't. But, ever since when I took the name Engelbert, I find that a lot of people in this country were naming their children Engelbert. There's a few ball players. There's a ball player called Engelbert, and I find them people. Well, my son's name Engelbert. Fine, but I seem to have started it. That sort of thing.
Well, it could be, since you're the king of romance, it could be that they were listening to one of your albums when they started getting romantic.
Right.
Now the kids probably didn't want to know that, but
Hey, tell me about another timeless classic too. You mentioned great songwriters. It's all in the song, Engelbert, when it comes down to it, lyrically, spiritually, making somebody feel something. You were shedding the light on After the Lovin' and the way it made people feel. Of course, we're going to play it here on the station today, but what a special song.
I consider myself a thespian of song, because when I read a lyric, I read it a little differently to perhaps other people. And since I've unfortunately lost my darling wife, I seem to read into lyrics a lot differently now altogether. They seem to mean a lot more to me, and I read them a lot differently, and there has more meaning to it. And I find that this is what I've done with I've Got You, and it's a little different to Engelbert Humperdinck.
So I sing you to sleep after the loving with a song I just wrote yesterday. And I hope you can hear what the words and the music have to say. It's so hard to explain everything that I'm feeling face to face. I just seem to go dry. But I love you so much that the sound of your voice can get me high. Thanks for taking me on a one-way trip to the sun. And thanks for turning me into a someone. So I sing you to sleep after the loving. I brush back the hair from your eyes, and the love on your face is so real that it makes me wanna cry. And I know that my song isn't saying anything new. Oh, but after the love, I'm still in love with you. So I sing you to sleep after the loving. I brush back the hair from your eyes, and the love on your face is so real that it makes me wanna cry. And I know that my song isn't saying anything new. Oh, but after the loving, I'm still in love with you. Yes, after the loving, I'm still in love with you. After the loving, I'm still in love with you.
Hey guys and girls, this is Australian country artist Hayley Jensen, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. Stream the show anytime on iHeartRadio podcasts and on thwn.org.
Is your home or business in need of a fresh look? Right Flow Pressure Washing and Lawn LLC is more than just pressure washing, providing professional cleaning for homes, commercial buildings, parking lots, roof cleaning, gutter cleaning, and so much more, including lawn service and landscaping. Our mission here at Right Flow is to exceed the needs of all our customers while providing all of our services at an affordable rate. We're committed to going above and beyond where the job is done right. Give your property the care it deserves. Call Right Flow today at 409-363-2565 or go to rightflowwashandlawn.com.
Hey, y'all, this is Bucky Hurd with the Righteous Brothers, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. You can also stream the show on thwn.org and anytime at thesportsguyspodcast.com.
You know, I love the fact is another one, 1967, I believe this was, The Last Waltz, 1967, another special song in your catalog.
You're talking about great writers as well. Those are two British writers who are very instrumental in my career too. They wrote The Last Waltz. They wrote Les Bicyclettes de Belsize, which is a hard name to pronounce. But they're all hit number, up in the first 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in the charts. Last Waltz it was played in every dance hall around the world, and it's one of the biggest records ever recorded, actually. And I'm glad you brought that up, because that's at one time in the early 68, 70, I had 1, 2, 3 in the charts at the same time.
That's an accomplishment, being on the chart, getting more than one song at a time on the chart.
Yeah, but I had 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's unheard of.
No, it's been done by people like Beatles and and Elvis and things like that.
Yeah, tell me about Quando.
That song wasn't a hit for me, but it became a big hit for me over the years, because I kept it in my show. And the lyric was written by Pat Boone, and it's an Italian song, obviously, but with this particular lyric, it became a very popular song, and it's been in many TV shows and movies and things like that, and one of the great songs that I've recorded. And so I keep it in my show to this day. Quanto's in my show. Yeah.
Another classic. I know, Roger, you're going to know this one. Can't Take My Eyes Off You. That's been recorded by a number of people. I love Engelbert's version of it.
In the Spotify and all these charts, that one has had a great number of listening. As a matter of fact, it's second on the list of my greatest song. Man Without Love is the first one, because it was in a series called Moonlight, and I believe it had 2,020,000 streams, something like that. Unbelievable. And I recorded that song 50 years ago, And then they came out and went back into the #1 Spotify charts.
Who else but Engelbert could have something as timeless as that, and then turn around and still be on Beavis and Butthead Do America?
Yeah, well, they came to see my show at the Greek Theater when I was appearing there, and they found out that I had a sense of humor, and they said, "We have a song you might be interested in." I said, "Well, send it to me, and I'll have a listen, and I'll see what I can do." Anyway, they sent it to me. I rather liked it because it was different, the Lesbian Seagull. It's totally different style for me, and or lyrical content. But I recorded it and went platinum. Yeah,
it's still, out of everything that you've ever done, still Please Release Me is still my favorite one of yours.
Yeah, I love it too.
That's my all-time favorite.
Do you know it was recorded 5 times prior to me recording it? Esther Phillips had an R&B version of it and went to #1. Ray Price had a #1 with it. And when I recorded it, Ray Price used to do it in his show, and he would tell his audience, he'd say, this used to be my song until Engelbert Humperdinck came along, but I'm still going to sing it.
The tour's coming up again. You got international, national tour, June through November. The U.S., Germany, Canada, Australia, just a few stops there. And I always tell people, go to engelbert.com/tour for all those dates and information. Tell us about, again, doing what you love to do. You mentioned that. And stepping on stage. God's given you the grace to continue to do this. And I know you're excited about this big tour coming up June through November.
Yeah, it's something I've done before, but I'm looking forward to doing it again because I've got new material to promote this time, but not only have I Got You, which is a great song, but I've also got an album that's coming out on Cleopatra Records, and it's songs of the 80s of the big bands, and I took a song of each record of different bands and I recorded them, and it comes out in July. So I have these sort of songs to promote when I go to these countries like that, like New Zealand and Australia, and Taipei and Singapore and the Philippines. In the Philippines, I'm very popular because there's they have the most Engelbert Humperdinck impersonators.
Talking about just the Hollywood star, the Walk of Fame, performing for the Queen 4 times, many presidents, heads of state. Is there one that kind of stands out more than the other?
Not really. I just feel honored that people like that have asked me to do shows, and our late Queen was one of them. And I haven't played to our present King yet, but I hope in the very not too distant future I can do that. But I'm just honored to feel that people want me to sing in front of these sort of people, the dignitaries.
I always say this: you never know what's going to happen on a live show. People go out there and perform music all the time, no matter what genre they're in. Was there anything ever on stage that went? Maybe fans don't see this, but sometimes you have shows don't always go as perfect. Is where I'm trying to go with it. Was there something that was, I guess, shocking on a tour? Something you'll always remember that happened at a show that just kind of seeing the fans, I guess, sing your songs lyrically back to you has to be the best feeling when you step on stage, that people know these words and they take them to heart and they're able to express their feelings at a show.
Well, there's a lot of things that happen on stage, but I'll give you, for instance, I've been on stage so many times. There's so many things that happen. It's difficult to promote one thing that from your mind, But I was playing on a field, a football field, and the crowd was all in the bleachers, and it was my stage was right in the middle, and it was so far away from me. So my show was 15 minutes long, went 15 minutes, and then I happened to say a stupid thing like, "Why don't you guys come on the grass and sit around so I can get you a little bit closer?" And that caused a stampede, and the musicians were buried, the instruments were buried in the sound because the stampede came down. And the show lasted exactly 15 minutes. The police had to bring a limousine on the thing to take me out of there. It was chaotic. And that one time, that only happened one time, I realized I should never do that again. But that's one of the few things that happened during the show.
You did the gospel sessions in 2003. Is there any particular song on there that stood out that you really, really liked?
Almost Hear the Harmony, it was called. I think that's probably the Being Is, it was the title. I think that was the one that attracted me to doing that. But I do love singing gospel songs, and unfortunately that's the only album I ever made. But I'd like to do another one because I think now is my time to do gospel albums.
As a gospel artist myself, I really enjoy listening to other people's gospel music like that, and
Yeah.
I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a special song that I used to do in my show called Precious Love, Precious Lord. Elvis used to do it, you
Oh
know.
yeah, take
And
my
of
hand,
course,
precious Lord.
and if you're going to take something from somebody, you steal from the best. I took it from.
I was going to ask you, I know a lot of people are talking about, again, Engelbert Humperdinck joining us here at the Backstage Pass. The new Michael Jackson movie, I'm interested to kind of go see it, Engelbert. Is that something that you're probably interested in seeing, that movie, this latest one?
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing anybody's movie who's been somebody in this world, you know. Michael used to live opposite me, but I never got to meet him. But my children were friends with Michael, and but I thought that he was an enormous talent, you know, something that doesn't exist in today's market again, you know, yeah, I like Michael a lot. Shame he's gone. Same as Elvis.
Yep. Yeah, no doubt too. I was going to ask you about the single we talked about, Release Me. I know it was actually in the Guinness Book of Records, and it achieved 56 consecutive weeks on the charts, was number one in 11 countries, if my memory serves me correct. Guinness Book of Records, right there pretty much says it all, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It does. For it to stay in the charts for 56 weeks, who could ask for anything more, you know? But I have to tell you, I knew that was going to have that kind of an impact, although it took a length of time. I knew something was telling me in the back of my head, you know, this song is a hit. Why isn't it a hit right away? Why isn't it? But it wasn't. It took 3 months, you know, and then boom, it just took off around the world. And to this day, people tell me that it happens to be their favorite song. And yet it has a negative lyric. Please release me, let me go. I don't love you anymore, you know, that sort of thing. But it's something. It's got something that other songs don't have.
I want to ask you too, of the new generation that's out there today, and it could be anybody out there in any genre of music. Is there 2 or 3 young artists that you have your eye on, that you've probably paid more attention to than others, that kind of stand out for you, these younger artists?
The young people that I like, as I've already mentioned, Bruno, but I like Ariana Grande is one of my favorites. Yeah, I like her because she has more than just a voice. She has acting talents as well, you know. She too is thespian of song.
Harry Connick Jr. and the Michael Bublés and that genre.
Yeah, I like them. Michael's a wonderful guy. I've met him, and he's a nice guy. He's very talented indeed. Yes, I haven't met Harry. No, I haven't met him, but I've met most people, and I've had the opportunity to sing with a lot of great artists. You know, like Elton and Ray Charles, and you know, people like that. And the one person that nobody ever mentions now, because he's been gone for so long, but I had the opportunity to sing with the great Bing Crosby.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that is.
Yeah,
his voice was just
when I first came
unforgettable.
to America, and I was doing the shows. Of course, Bing was young at the time, you know. And when I first came over to this country, and I was doing all the shows, everybody's show, Dean Martin's show, the Johnny Carson, and Ed Sullivan. I was doing all these shows, but Bing's show really stuck out for me because when I was rehearsing for his show, he stood in front of the stage and with his pipe in his mouth like that, and I was singing my song, and when I finished, he took his pipe out and he said, "Boy, that's some set of pipes you got there." So But that meant a lot to me. You know, it really did.
Coming from him, that is a big compliment.
Yeah.
We'll finish with this one. Tell me about another special song, Spanish Eyes. I loved Spanish Eyes so much too.
Well, Spanish Eyes was written by Bert Kaempfert, and he also wrote Strangers in the Night and another song called Wonderland by Night. I went to Spain, to his home, and he played the piano and was playing these songs to me, songs that he'd written and for me to take back to England and record. So I took the three songs. I took Spanish Eyes, Wonderland by Night, and Strangers in the Night to England, and I recorded all three. And I knew that Strangers in the Night was going to be a big hit. Then my manager, Gordon Mills, says to me, "You can't have Strangers in the Night." I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, Sinatra wants it." So we couldn't argue with that guy at that particular time. But he took it and had a number one with it. Took my song.
Of course.
Yeah.
Hey, I was going to ask you too. I've been finding myself, Engelbert, playing a lot more golf these days. I just find it's as frustrating as it can be. It can also be relaxing at the same time. Do you hit the links? Do you play golf?
I used to play golf, but I developed a little bit of a bad back, and of course that stopped me from doing it. But I love that's one of my favorite sports. But I had. I got to be a 9 handicap, you know, and I was pretty long hitter, you know, I hit the ball a long way. I do that. I've done all the sports. I've done racquetball, tennis, water skiing, snow skiing. I played every sport, martial arts. You know, I did martial arts for 13 years.
Well, tell me about this. We'll finish with this one here. Favorite food? What foods do you get into? We all try to eat healthy, but easier said than done, right?
I'm an exotic eater. I love foods from. First of all, I love a good curry. I love a nice hot curry. I like Korean food because it has. I like Chinese food and I like Thai food, and I like Japanese sushi. Those are the foods I eat all the time, but I don't eat the regular meals. I'm an Oriental eater.
Well, I tell you what, I love it out there too. The big tour is coming out June through November. Engelbert.com/tour. It's the U.S., Southeast Asia, Germany, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. Dates and cities there. You guys can check out that website, Engelbert.com/tour. And I've Got You is across all the digital streaming platforms. And he is never slowing down. All the great accomplishments, 64 gold albums, 24 platinum albums, 4-time Grammy nominee, and 140 million records sold. The iconic singer-songwriter Engelbert Humperdinck. Hey, we appreciate the time, and hey, come back anytime. Don't be a stranger, and hey, continued success going forward.
Nice talking to you guys. Thank you very much. Okay.
The honor to speak to you, sir.
Thank you
very much an honor. Thank you so much. Engelbert Humperdinck on the Backstage Pass. Stay tuned. More coming up.
Love that name, Backstage Pass.
Hey, y'all. This is Nashville recording artist Sunny Sweeney, and you're listening to the best in music and sports, the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org. You can also listen anytime on iHeartRadio podcast.